so much to say, not enough time. That's definitely how I feel about this. So, today we're going to be talking about the things that make you the absolute worst type of guest that you can be in a restaurant. So, just quick backstory. I started serving whenever I was 19. I worked at 2 places. But, I feel like if you work at any restaurant, there's these common themes of just total idiots that just really know how to tip your wagon. So I made a list here, and we're going to be talking about those things today. So I think one of the biggest things, and I mean, this doesn't even go for serving, this goes for retail, and literally any job where you have to come face to face with an idiot, would probably be the insults, okay? If you're a guest at a restaurant, your server doesn't even get paid, let alone paid enough to listen to you insult them. Oh, you have too many earrings. Oh, your nails are too long. Oh, I can see your roots. Okay, if I wanted to be insulted, I would go spend some time with my extended family or something. Like, I don't need that. No one gets paid enough to deal with that. And literally, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. No one wants to listen to this old 6-year-old some white woman tell you what she thinks is wrong with you. Whenever I can barely standing at the table because of how much I can't stand you. You really think I'm going to listen to these insults? Be like, oh my gosh, she's so right. I do have too many earrings. I'm going to go get my ears pierced tomorrow. Like, mind your own business. Right. Okay, so another thing that just literally makes you the worst type of guest in a restaurant is, well, especially with a lot of chain restaurants, they always have like some sort of like bread. Like, there's breadsticks at Olive Garden, there's the Cheddar Bay biscuits at Red Lobster, Texas Roadhouse has bread, Longhorn Steakhouse has bread, Cheesecake Factory has bread. If your server gets to the table and if you don't even give them a second to introduce themselves and say what their names is, you're asking, I need extra butter with my bread, or where's the bread? Like, let them walk over to the table. Let your server introduce themselves. Let them go over today's specials, what's going on. But no, you're going to sit here and be like, where's the bread? Okay, every time you ask me for bread, I'm going to waste even more time getting it to you because of how much I can't stand you. Like, the bread is free. We promise we didn't run out. It will come to the table. Like, it's fine. It will get there. Like, there are so many better opportunities for you to ask your server to have bread. Like, if your server comes and checks on you and says, how is everything? Is there anything else I can get for you? That's the time to ask, once your food's dropped off to you and your server stops back over, how is everything tasting? Is there anything else I can get for you? That's when you ask for bread. Okay? You don't introduce yourself to your server saying, I need bread. That's literally Boomer 101 right there. I think another thing that can make you the worst guest possible is being the sampler. And what I mean by that is being the person that literally wants to try every single thing before it gets to the table. Oh, you have soup? Well, I've never tried that before. Can I get a sample of that? Or like, even when it comes to drinks, like if there's maybe a featured wine on the menu, or I mean, like, that's really the only time I can think of. But when someone's like, Bud Light, can I get a sample of that? Dude, where have you been? People have been drinking Bud Light since they were probably, 15? And it's like, you're going to sit here and ask for a sample of it, and then nothing, and I mean nothing can be worse. Whenever your server brings out a sample of the drink that you asked them for, you drink the whole sample, and then you're like, I don't really like that. Can I try a different red wine? Like, this isn't the sample bar. If you want to have a buffet, go to a Chinese buffet. Don't bring those problems in here, because people don't understand. For you, as your server, you're worrying about how many other tables. You have to go to the bartender, make yourself look like an idiot, telling them that your table wants to sample Bud Light. Then they have to get the sample for you. Then you bring it back. Then you have to ring it in. It's way too much time. If you want to sample stuff, sample in your own time. I want to sample this. I want to sample that. I think I'm going to get the sirloin. Can I sample that? Like, what world are you living in? Just don't be that person. First of all, you make yourself look like an idiot. Second of all, you're a pain. And third of all, it's just, why? If you're that scared of food, eat at home. Get chicken tenders. I don't know what to tell you. Going off that, I think another thing that is literally the worst is people who try to create their own, Or they're like, oh, I know you don't have that, but like, can I get it? Like, I don't see pizza on the menu, but can I have one? Or, oh my gosh, my child only eats grilled cheese, and I see that you don't have that on the menu, but, you know, it's like really simple to make grilled cheese. All you need is some bread and some cheese. Like, if we had it, it would be on the menu. I promise you that. If it was an option, it would be listed there. There's no reason for you to come up in there and ask, like, oh, can they do this for me? I know that this isn't on the menu, but, like, could you just, or, like, I know the dip comes with chips, but, like, can you do, like, lettuce instead of chips? Like, not only are you being a pain to your server, you're being a pain to the kitchen, you're being a pain to the managers, because then your server doesn't know how to ring it in, the kitchen doesn't know what to do, and then your table's complaining because the appetizer's taking too long because they're deciding to make their own little concoction. She's like, no, just don't do that. Your experience will be so much smoother and so much quicker if you just cooperate. Just avoid being that. This next one, I'm gonna need a sip for this. Nothing, and I mean nothing, make you look more of an idiot than whenever you tell your server, I know the manager, I know the owner, I know your supervisor. Every single person that works here knows them all too. If you think that's gonna somehow wow me or impress me, like, people use that to get things that they want. They're like, I know I have 3 expired coupons, and I know that they're past expiration date, and you can only use 1 per visit, but I know you're a manager. Like, are you kidding me? Nothing irks me more than that. Honestly, if someone tells me that they know the manager, they know the owner, it really makes me like you even less. Because it's irrelevant. It's, the couponers. This just, like, brings me a chest pain just thinking about this one. But here's a little pro tip with the coupons. If you receive a coupon to use at a restaurant, the best thing that I could advise you to do is read the back of the coupon. You know, it might tell you, you know, this cannot be combined with 6 other discounts. You know, or maybe it will tell you, hey, this is when it expires. Expires means you can't use the coupon past that date. So there's really a lot of good information that you can find on the back of coupons. So don't be the guest that's bringing expired coupons. Don't be the guest that's trying to use 3 coupons at once. Don't be the guest that's trying to, you know, combine a coupon with this and use that. I mean, people go to some extremes with this. So with a lot of restaurants, they'll do something around the holidays where if you buy $50 in gift cards, they will give you like a $10 bounce back card. And it's not technically a gift card. I mean, it is a discount because you're getting it for free. So yeah, so we gave out some of those around Christmas, and basically one you had to use in January, the other one you had to use like the end of February. Like, somehow the coupons didn't run through Valentine's Day, and I had people taking the plastic gift cards and they would scrape off the expiration date. Like, you're really gonna scrape off the expiration date, give this to your server, and your server's gonna be like, wow, no expiration on this coupon? I'm definitely gonna go get my manager to use this one. If you have a coupon that you're using at a restaurant, more than likely 1/3 of that restaurant has the same coupon. So you're not gonna pull any fast ones, and then people get upset, and this is ridiculous. Like, in what world can you use 8 coupons at once? It's not that hard, really. Restaurants are in business to make money, not to give you everything on a free platter. It's just annoying because then people are like, oh, I don't understand. And then you have to go get your manager, and then you're wasting more time, and then you have to deal with this table even longer, and then your other tables need stuff. And it's like you can't get to them because you're dealing with this. All because people don't know how to read. This kind of ties into coupons, rewards programs. Now, the thing with rewards programs is they're good. I mean, I use them too. But they are free. You literally have to do nothing except come into the place to get free rewards. And people like to think that they keep track of their visits and they spent this much and they did this much. Well, here's the thing. It's like, you can tell me you've been here so many times or you have this available. Most rewards programs, you have to scan a code, you have to take the person's phone number, the email, something. And the computer will tell you everything that they have there. Now, with most rewards programs, things expire. You know, you can't come into a restaurant and then come in again 3 years later and be like, oh, I have this coupon they sent me after my first visit. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. So people get it in their heads that, you know, the server's wrong and they're messing with them and they're the ones refusing to give them their rewards. So then they want to argue and they're like, well, it says here that on my third visit, I get 50% off. And it's like, no, once you get 3 qualified visits, your 4th time you come in, you can use those to get your discount. It's like, well, I think you're wrong. You think I'm wrong? You really think the person that works here 5 to 6 days a week from 10:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night? I don't know our own reward program. Like, really? No, I think you're wrong. I want to speak to your manager. Oh my God. And it's like, once again, as you can see from all the other points that I made, it all ties into you're wasting your service time, you're wasting the manager's time, you're wasting the other table's times, and you're just killing the flow of everything. How hard is that to get through people's heads? I don't understand. Ooh, here's another good one. Another good one. People who wait until the end to complain. Honestly, these people are legendary. You know, they come in, smiles on their face, know what they're gonna get. You know, they have a drink, everything's good. You know, maybe they get an appetizer, you come back around. How is everything? Oh, good. Can I get another drink? You know, you bring it in, and you get their food. How is everything? Yeah, it's good. Anything else I can get for you? No, we're good. Seem fine. You know, you make your silent rounds. They all seem okay. And then, you know, comes check time and you drop it off and they're just like shaking their head and, you know, you will go over and ask, is everything okay? Well, this drink wasn't my favorite and we got the appetizer and it wasn't that hot and I just feel like with my food, like the fish was just too chewy. Every single one of those things were fixable. And you wait until the very end to tell me. That's so cool. I'm so glad I came over to your table 8 different times to ask you, how was everything? Is there anything else I can get for you? And you said no every single time. That really makes me so happy. And that just makes so much sense for you to wait until the very end. So I'm glad you were miserable the whole time and decided to like play acting class with me and not show it. That was real nice. The worst type of guest are the sitters. What I mean by that is, you know, with restaurants, you know, you get busy during lunch, maybe from 11 to 2, and then dinner picks up maybe around 5 to whatever. And it's like people want to come in at 6 o'clock or 2, and they take up your 6 top booth for 3 hours. 3 hours. And what do they order? They get a salad and they split it. So each of their checks comes out to like $5. You know, they take up your table during the rush, leave you a $2 tip each. Whenever you probably could have flipped that table 3 times in the 3 hours and made, I don't know, $50 off of those 3 tables. Yeah, if you're gonna be a sitter, do it at the right time. Or here's even a better suggestion: don't do it at all. You want to sit and talk to Rebecca for 6 hours about how little Jacob's doing and about your new job and how your husband's cheating on you. That's great and all, but why don't you do that somewhere else? I don't know, maybe a public library, Starbucks. Here's something crazy. How about your own home? Did you ever think about inviting someone into your own home? Crazy, right? Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for today. I'm sure there's like a million other things that I can think of, but that's all we have. And yeah, I'm going to make an Instagram for my YouTube account, so please follow that. Link in the description.